Before setting up the door, I actually noticed that the sound didn't play, and yeah, sometimes the play sound function doesn't work as well. I'm not sure why. It probably has to do that this event got sent right away and it's finished. So I'm just gonna use another variable, which is audio play, and you require an audio source, let's say on the item. So what I'm gonna do is just add an audio source. I'm gonna add the same magic shimmer here, and I'm not gonna play it on awake, and I just want to play it. I want to wait for the end of the clip and then actually send the boolean, and I'm just gonna destroy myself, let's say right away, because I don't want to wait much longer afterwards. And that way it should actually play the sound. We will test this later after setting up the door. So let's move on to the door part. To the door, and in the door, or actually in this gate with key, I'm just gonna add one component. No, not add a component, sorry. Create an empty, and this is gonna be, let's say, the keyhole, perhaps. Never really like to use this word so much. I'm just gonna put it here, and here we're gonna add a box collider. And perhaps let's make it a bit bigger. Pull it up here, and maybe even a little bit here. And this is a trigger. On the keyhole, we're gonna add a FSM, and we're going to use the trigger to the event. As usual, collide with player. We'll send a finished event. So this is just, let's say, the trigger finish, and we're going to add a state, and the state is going to check if the person has a key on it, not check key, the player. And what I would like to do is, if the player doesn't have the key, that it says something, or they will have you give a text in the screen saying like, you don't have the key. And therefore, and then I want to send it back again, because it has to check again, do you have the key maybe next time. First of all, I want it then to check, let's say, the bool value. And how are we going to do that is to check FSM get as a FSM bool. That's the function, and we're going to specify the object, which is of course the player. The FSM name was, if I remember correctly, the key holder, and the variable name should be as key, and whatever it is, we need to store in a new value, and we can also just call this as key. And then once we have this, we're going to do a bool test, and the bool test is actually if it's false, something happens, or if it's true. And we're just gonna do the has key, which is a new variable. Actually, it is now, I called it twice, so this may be not so handy. No, it should work. Has key, if it's true, I want to add a new event. Let's say open door. And if it's not true, I want it to go back. So if true, open door. And if false, finished. And let's add these transition, finished and open door. Finished should just go back to, let's see if there's a trigger again. And there should be a state here, which opens door. So at this point, actually, if you walk into the trigger, it will just check, and if you don't have the key, it will go back to trigger. And perhaps what I want to do as an intermediate step is perhaps prompt a short text. So let's say need key text, and what we're gonna do here is text, or no, set text UI input UI text set text. This one is actually what we need. So we're gonna use the UI text set text, and for that of course we have to then go to the UI, or we can actually just go here and you say UI, and I want to have a text, and it's not so nice, a new text, a little one here, and here we can of course change. Let's make it big, 20, and perhaps we're just gonna set it in the center. Not sure why it always puts it there in the left corner. I just want to have it, let's say, here in the middle. I want the color to be white. So we can already see how it looks. Here you can of course set the location. I'm just gonna remove the text. There shouldn't be any text at the beginning. And then going back to the player level keyhole, I'm gonna drag this in. This is so we have to specify game object, add the text. Of course, we can call this also the key text or something to make it more understandable. And we're gonna say need key, and reset on exit. We're just gonna say need key, add transition. We're gonna wait for 3 seconds. Wait. So we don't want it to reset on exit. We first want to wait for 3 seconds. I'm gonna finish. Then I'm just gonna copy paste this once more. Add a finished, and just gonna set the text to nothing, or let's say reset, and then I'm going back to the trigger. And so every time you walk into this trigger, then it should say need key, which should be in the middle. If I press now here key text, it should be somewhere in the middle. Of course, you can make this also nice looking, and you should definitely do this nicely for your game, but this is just to show the concept. And of course, in case we have the key, the door should move. And this we're gonna do like last time. You can also play animations here. This I might demonstrate in a future video, but let's just move the door, move object. I just have the door in here. We have the door target. Oops, I mixed it up again. We have to specify game object, put the door in here. There's the door target, which is, if correct, down there. And that's actually the end then of this FSM. So we can of course make the door move slowly, which is nice. And perhaps not the end of the SFM. We just say destroy self. And actually we're going to just make a new state for that, in which we're going to destroy self. Actually, there shouldn't be any risk that once the FSM is in this place, it shouldn't go back to any trigger. So the trigger shouldn't be able to do anything anymore, but just in case, let's just destroy yourself. Of course, we can also add a sound here again, or play a text, put a text in the same way we put the text here. We can put the text, and in the end, the door will open. But let's just remove this here. And here is destroy self. So now let's actually test and see if this works. Just gonna keep the FSM here to have a look what the state is like. So let's first go. We open the first gate. We're going to walk. I should have put this door perhaps a little bit closer. You're gonna trigger. Need key. Alright, this is now a little bit annoying that the text doesn't go away. Let's fix that in a second. Alright, that is not funny. So I don't really understand why. Then gonna get the key. Great. Now the bool within the character should have changed. Just gonna go here. And we open the door. And we destroyed ourselves. So there we go. Now let's fix this key or this text issue shortly. Is probably that I should have reset on exit after all and add the wait just here. Wait, I'm just gonna add here 3 and then put the finished. I'm just gonna drag this up. And I'm just going to remove these 2 boxes. So I'm just going to wait for 3 seconds and then it should exit and it should reset on the frame. Back. Also, I didn't really like it that the text was really in the middle of the screen. So perhaps I can just put it a little bit more up. It was in the middle of the player. But just for sake of this exercise, let's try once more. Let's see if it's clean now. Also see what's happening here. Whoops. So open the first door if possible. Just gonna try and dash a little bit faster this direction. And it says need key. And it's gone. Need key. Alright, you get the point, I think, already. I'm just gonna get the key. Yeah, the wait there is also not really nice. I would remove the wait, just let the sound play and exit right away. Door opens, destroy self. And one thing, of course, which we forgot, or which I forgot, was to remove the key out of the inventory. So we're not only going to destroy self, we're also going to destroy object. And we're just going to destroy a game object, which is the key. There we go. One final try. Sometimes you forget things. It's a little bit tricky to play around with this, but in the end we'll get there. So here we go. I should have changed this as well. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's go here. Boom. Doors open and the key is gone. Perfect. Well, I hope this helped. Of course, this opens up a lot of ideas or possibilities within your game, and I hope you can use it. Thank you and see you next time.